Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. They must often change who would be constant in happiness or wisdom. What the superior man seeks is in himself. What the small man seeks is in others. In a country well governed, poverty is something to be ashamed of. In a country badly governed, wealth is something to be ashamed of. It does not matter how slowly you go, so long as you do not stop. When anger rises, think of the consequences. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. Faced with what is right, to leave it undone shows a lack of courage. To be able, under all circumstances, to practice 5 things constitutes perfect virtue. These 5 things are gravity, generosity of soul, sincerity, earnestness, and kindness. To see what is right and not to do it is want of courage or of principle. Fine words and an insinuating appearance are seldom associated with true virtue. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. Success depends upon previous preparation, and without such preparation, there is sure to be failure. Do not impose on others what you yourself do not desire. Men's natures are alike. It is their habits that carry them far apart. Our greatest glory is not in never failing, but in rising every time we fall. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Hold faithfulness and sincerity as first principles. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Respect yourself, and others will respect you. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. The superior man, when resting in safety, does not forget that danger may come. When in a state of security, he does not forget the possibility of ruin. When all is orderly, he does not forget that disorder may come. Thus, his person is not endangered, and his states and all their clans are preserved. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential, these are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. Study the past if you would define the future. Wheresoever you go, go with all your heart. Wisdom, compassion, and courage are the 3 universally recognized moral qualities of men. Forget injuries, never forget kindnesses. Have no friends not equal to yourself. He who exercises government by means of his virtue may be compared to the North Polar Star, which keeps its place and all the stars turn towards it. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. He who speaks without modesty will find it difficult to make his words good. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. A superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. Be not ashamed of mistakes, and thus make them crimes. The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world and the world at large. The superior man understands what is right. The inferior man understands what will sell. By nature, men are nearly alike. By practice, they get to be wide apart. He who will not economize will have to agonize. When we see men of a contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves. He with whom neither slander that gradually soaks into the mind, nor statements that startle like a wound in the flesh, are successful may be called intelligent indeed. If I am walking with two other men, each of them will serve as my teacher. I will pick out the good points of the one and imitate them, and the bad points of the other and correct them in myself. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. If you look into your own heart and you find nothing wrong there, what is there to worry about? What is there to fear? Ignorance is the night of the mind, but a night without moon and star. It is easy to hate, and it is difficult to love. This is how the whole scheme of things works. All good things are difficult to achieve, and bad things are very easy to get. Without feelings of respect, what is there to distinguish men from beasts? He who knows all the answers has not been asked all the questions. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. The man who says he can and the man who says he cannot are both correct. The funniest people are the saddest ones. Your life is what your thoughts make it. To be wronged is nothing, unless you continue to remember it. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. Attack the evil that is within yourself rather than attacking the evil that is in others. If you are the smartest person in the room, then you are in the wrong room. The hardest thing of all is to find a black cat in a dark room, especially if there is no cat. Act with kindness, but do not expect gratitude. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. Worry not that no one knows you. Seek to be worth knowing. Only the wisest and stupidest of men never change. The nobler sort of man emphasizes the good qualities in others and does not accentuate the bad. A common man marvels at uncommon things. A wise man marvels at the commonplace. One joy dispels 100 cares. The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. Those who know the truth are not equal to those who love it. I slept and dreamt life is beauty. I woke and found life is duty. Behind every smile, there's teeth. Don't complain about the snow on your neighbor's roof when your own doorstep is unclean. Settle one difficulty and you keep 100 away. A lion chases me up a tree, and I greatly enjoyed the view from the top. Fix your mind on truth, hold firm to virtue, rely on loving kindness, and find recreation in the arts. The green reed which bends in the wind is stronger than the mighty oak which breaks in a storm. Roads were made for journeys, not destinations. You will never know how sharp a sword is unless it's drawn from its sheath. Never contract friendship with a man that is not better than thyself. If you hate a person, that means they defeated you. Think of tomorrow. The past can't be mended. If there were one word that could act as a standard of conduct for one's entire life, perhaps it would be thoughtfulness. Learn as if you were not reaching your goal and as though you were scared of missing it. If you don't want to do something, don't impose on others. Those who cannot forgive others break the bridge over which they themselves must pass.